From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. To get this one started, and we are underway from Arrowhead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. On second down, it's Cook. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 19 in picking up the first. Cousins now from the 50. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Cousins. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Cousins now after the fumble recovery.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken from the 7. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go. Yellow.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes nowhere there to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes now to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down, and the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, here's Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. From the 27, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense.
Now here's Mahomes sliding out of the and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point splits the uprights, and this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Cousins. And Diggs has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Chris Jones on the stop. Again, it's Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. To throw again on second down. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down, Cook down right around the 25. Damian Wilson in on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mahomes now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught out for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Point after, right down the middle. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Cousins. Boy stays up. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
One. Come to me, it's me. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly. Even